Welcome everybody for coming and spending a little bit of your midday afternoon with us. We're gonna, in the next half hour, introduce something to you really, really special. And let me just first say that I do very firmly believe that you're here for a reason, right? Like there is a part of this conversation that is so for you, right? Some of you, it may be because of the health side, right? Like this is a real thing. There's maybe something in this conversation that completely changes your health, how you're showing up, honoring yourself, prioritizing yourself. There's so much power in that. And I'm excited to share that and give that to you. And then the other side is you may be here because you heard that there's something part-time you can do from that little gadget you've already got laying around here. And you're wanting to know more about what that looks like. And, for some of you, here's what I can tell you. For some of you, this will be one of the most transformative 30 minutes of your life if you let it. And I don't say that with any hype. I have a lot of confidence behind what I'm going to share with you. And that's really been so many people's story, mine, and some of your faces that are on here, that I can say that with so much confidence. And so I'm excited for you, and let's just jump right into it. So, I want to first ask the question, just so you can kind of put all this into perspective. Would you agree that most people would choose to transform their health if it was simple, easy, and they were guaranteed results in less than 30 days?
Yes.
You think? Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we have for you tonight. It doesn't get more simple than this. We're going to share 6. Yes, I said just 6 products that are going to blow you away with how many problems they solve for you and those that you care about. And these are things you can't find anywhere else, right? So what you learn here, you're not going to gouge the internet and find, right? Like you're going to have to find it from somebody who's got a website link, like the person who invited you on here, right? They're backed with clinical studies, rigorous pharmaceutical grade testing, original curated formulas. That's like, I love saying that because I can't wait to explain that to you. And the best part, they're backed by years of testimonies and anecdotal experiences, right? So although this is a brand new company and we're going to share that with you, it comes with some history. It comes with a line that we already know that we know that we know it's going to do what we say it's going to do. And that's really powerful because you don't see that in a brand new startup opportunity, right? So we've spent the last 4 years with this company that brought you this disruptive line to market. And those testimonies are why I can circle back and say, yeah, for some of you, this is going to be the single most pivotal 30 minutes of your life it can be. So I'm a cancer survivor. I'm someone who has heard it's incurable diagnosis when I was 20. And although I'm not going to spend a bunch of time in that, what I want you to know is that I think we can all agree people are looking for alternatives, right? They're looking for another way to take a proactive control, role in their health. And they're wanting to avoid pharmaceuticals. They're wanting a true health transformation, right? And I also know what it's like to be sick and not be able to earn a paycheck. So to say that I'm passionate from my own experiences is an understatement, right? Like I know the gift of what we're going to talk about. So this does check a lot of boxes. We really want you to leave here being able to realize that you can feel your best, that you can leave here feeling empowered, confident, and that you're ready for all the goodness that life has to offer. And when you think about what's happened in the last 3 years in the world, it makes me absolutely certain that the best way for you to protect yourself and hold on, let me mute. To protect yourself and the people that you love is to number 1, shore up your own personal health. Okay. Number 2 is to find and grow a way to make money online. Okay. Number 3, it's to expand your community. It is the opposite of solitude and isolation. And there's so much power in that. And then number 4, and this is the big one. How do we do all that and become less busy? That's what I think that we have in this conversation today. So let me share my screen and get started here. And we are going to play from start. Here we go. Okay, so the fabulous company that we're talking about, the platform that we're talking about today is called 3. We are in pre-launch. We have been open less than 4 weeks, which I kind of touched on there. But let's jump right into what we're doing. Trisha, I'm going to see if I can make you a co-host. So actually, it's not letting me do this. So I'm going to have to just mute people as I can. Okay, let me start with painting this picture. So this is Dr. Dan. You'll hear a little bit more. I'll touch on him really quickly. But what are we doing that's so special, right? We are able to take ingredients, put them together in a very novel way. And we say novel, I want you to think one of a kind, right? And here's how I can paint this picture to you. You've all been to a fast food restaurant, right? And you're going to order a number 1 or a number 2, or maybe a number 3 with a Coke. It's really simple. It's straightforward. What you get is what you get. Everybody's familiar with it, right? Does that make sense? Okay. Versus, have you eaten at a Michelin star restaurant? Have you experienced what happens when they put together flavors and ingredients and textures all together in a way that's never been done before? It is a transformative experience. Both of them get you fed, but it's 2 completely different things, right? That's what I want you to think about when you think 3. I want you to think, yeah, there's stuff that other people are doing. This is not that. Okay. The way that we're taking ingredients and you're going to see how we're able to check so many boxes, solve so many solutions with one product. And this is why, because of this curation process where we're studying ingredients all over the world, ingredients that in one country may have been, or region have been used for hundreds or even thousands of years. And we're putting them together with this one that's been doing this. And like, it's so fantastic. This is the foundation. The other thing I want you to know about what we're doing that's different is the absorption. There's tons of nerdiness here. If you love this stuff, go and research words like liposomes. That's one of the main technologies that we use. Enzyme delivery. Here's the short story. When I told you that wouldn't everybody do this if they could feel it faster? And the answer is yes. They absolutely would. And this is why I can say that with confidence. This right here, this is the game changer about getting things into the body, right? Okay. So this is Dr. Dan. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on him. He's fabulous. He's he's the best of the best at what he does. He's very well educated. He's got a passion for natural health. Follow him on TikTok. He's so much fun. But I'm not going to spend a ton of time here. I want to give you somebody that's going to take you through this line and introduce it to you. Oh, actually, I'm doing this part right. Never mind. Not introducing anybody else yet. You've got me. Okay. So Dr. Dan, he's fabulous. We're going to follow him. We're going to jump right in to these products and what they do. So who needs proactive wellness? Okay. Well, who has low energy? Who has brain fog? Who has irritability? Who's short with the people that they love and they wish that they weren't, right? Who has anxiety, stress, signs of inflammation? All of these, I want you to hear everybody fits this category. Okay. And look at all these things that we're solving. And I put one product in front of you. It's called Vitalite. Okay. And this really is vital. It is vital. Why do I say that? Well, the statistics say that 92% of Americans and Canadians, because y'all, we pretty similar, 92% of us are deficient in vital nutrients. That's not what we need to be healthy. That means we're missing what we need in order to prevent illness. Whoa, no wonder we all have these problems, right? Okay. So what have I seen with this product? I have watched people lose weight with this product all by itself. I've watched people have energy. That's my story. Even though I'm a cancer survivor and I've gone all natural for 20 years. So trust me, I am not new to supplementation, right? And this is the first multivitamin that I've ever taken that I felt a difference on the same day that I take it and continue to do so. When you forget this, you don't forget it often. You're like, why am I dragging at 4 o'clock in the afternoon? Oh, I know exactly why, because I didn't give my body everything that it needs. That's what you can expect here. For some of you, it's going to be less brain fog, better sleep, better energy. For some of you, it'll change your blood work. For some of you, you're going to get off of medications. Like I can't make any guarantees. None of this stuff is meant to cure, treat, diagnose. We don't get to do that in the US. Only pharmaceutical man-made products get to do that. Just know this is really powerful, does a lot of things. It's the foundation. Vitalite, start here. Okay, I'm going to move into what I call the transformation pack. Okay, you're in the back office. Like when you go to order it, when you go to the website, it's called an intro pack. But listen, I want you to know what it really does. It is going to transform your health in 3 simple steps. Like it doesn't get easier than this, right? Okay, so first we talked about the Vitalite. Like it says here, this is going to be your focus, mood, memory, sleep, weight loss, energy. Checked all those boxes. We talked about that. Lay that solid foundation. Then we're going to move into Eternal. So this has got your glutathione and your polyphenols. Too, like these are like I think glitter should fall out of the sky when I say those words because they are magical. Okay, so glutathione is the natural it's an antioxidant that your body makes, and it decreases as we age. You don't hear a lot about it in the supplementation world because it has a 1% absorption rate if it's not in a higher way of getting it into the body, right? So what did we do? We, of course, put it in a liposome so that we can increase that absorption. So now it's the equivalent of getting an IV of glutathione. Why would you want that? Why do you need that? Why is this on your radar? Let me share this next screen with you. These are some of the benefits of glutathione. I don't know, increased energy, slowing down the aging process, reduce muscle and joint discomfort, boost your immune system, detoxifies your body, even from things like heavy metals. Any of this on your radar? Yeah, it is. And then you see some diseases that are linked to low glutathione. We'll come back to this, or actually, I want to say we're not coming back to that. You go do your research. I love you being empowered, but just know that's some things that glutathione does. Go research, go write that word down and go see what PubMed says about that and viruses and see if this isn't something you want to put in your arsenal, right? It's a really yummy drink package. What are some of the things that it does? It's got heart health, it supports your heart health in here, detoxing, hormone support, mood, energy. So what have I seen people in this one? This one, I've watched women who are going through menopause, their symptoms disappear. They will stay on this product because they're like, I stopped having hot flashes. I'm not coming off of that. For other, I've got a rodeo team that swears by it in their mobility issues and their recovery from, barrel racers. It's hard on your body, right? For some people, I'm noticing they're talking about melancholy in their teenagers and those kind of things, seeing improvements. It really is one-stop shopping of so many things. Check. Are y'all seeing how you're 2 products in and how many problems have you solved? If this doesn't save you money and simplify your life and give you the transformation in the easiest way, I don't think you're going to find anything else out there. This is it, right? Okay. So then we move into immune. This is your immune support. Yes, it's got things in here. They're going to support your mood. They're going to support your respiratory health, your gut health. But here's why I'm going to tell you this is absolutely transformative. What happens when you miss a day of work because you got sick, right? Or even if you're a stay-at-home mom and you are behind now on laundry and grocery shopping and dinner, and you start feeling overwhelmed and you're behind on life, it takes how long to catch back up? Do you ever feel like you catch back up? What if you didn't have any more sick days? What if the allergies didn't get you? What if the crud that the kids brought home didn't get you? So when we talk about being able to transform somebody's life in 3 products, what happens when you're getting a good night's sleep? Are you nicer to your kids in the morning? Who wants to create a magical experience in their home? Everybody. Why aren't we? Because we're tired, we're irritated, we have low energy, we feel like crap, and we're overwhelmed. So this one little 3-step package is literally, I think it has the power to change the world. Challenge me, tell me I'm wrong, right? Okay, so we talked about this. Then let's move into the products that you may want to add. So think of that as your foundation. Now, what do we need to add to this? Could toxins be a factor? Secret story. Yeah, it's a factor for everybody, right? Our bodies are not evolved enough to filter out all the things that we're putting into it, that we're getting from food, from products, from fragrances in our air. We're just bombarded, right? So this product's designed to be a whole body detox. You're going to notice better gut health. You're going to notice better sleep. You're going to notice your better complexion. You're going to notice less bloating, more energy. This is the one a lot of times somebody will say, I want all the products. Who doesn't, right? And they'll start on all of them. And this will be the one that's the last one they get started on, right? They're like, oh yeah, I haven't opened that Vetox yet, or that Purify, that detox product. And here's the thing though, people think it's a bathroom cleanse. It's not. It is not going to purge your system. That's not what it's designed to do. It is designed to support all of your natural filtration organs, like your liver, your lymph, your kidneys, your colon, and your skin, just to get you feeling fabulous. Just like you would clean your filter on your car, no different. I personally think this, in the world and day and age that we live in, this is also I don't think this is negotiable, right? I think this is something pretty much everybody needs. And then let's move into this one, this Revive. Okay, this is thinking inflammation, mobility issues, recovery, joint pain. So a couple of ways that people love this. If you have any aches and pains in your body, get ready to have your world rocked. Because I promise you, if you take this once or twice a day for 3 days, you're going to reach back to whoever invited you to this, and you're going to be like, No joke. Like, how do I already notice a difference? Many people are like, I already take curcumin, which is that active ingredient in here, but we have it in liposomes, right? So more absorption. They're like, I already take it. But I'm like, but yeah, but are you experiencing a transformation? Probably not. It's not, if you're taking turmeric in your food, it's not the same thing as what I'm doing. We are doing two different things, right? You're ordering a number 3 with a Coke and I'm having a Michelin meal. Okay. So that's really the difference here. You're going to notice something really quickly. I will say when it comes to any diagnosis. So a lot of times people at the end of this, we're going to open up for Q&A. And so a lot of times people are like, hey, so-and-so is dealing with this, they're on these prescriptions or they have this issue. What do you recommend? Okay. So let's talk about that. If somebody has a diagnosis, it means that there's probably several things going wrong in the body. Okay. It's like a red flag. And you wouldn't necessarily just change your fuel filter, but not change your air filter. Or does that make sense? Like you would want to come at it with several things. So what would I recommend? I would recommend the intro pack, and here's why. And then I'll add these and why. So first you have is it a nutrient deficiency? So we want to throw Vitality at that, right? Maybe it's an oxidative stress issue. Okay. Well, guess what solves that problem? Eternal. Okay. Maybe it's an issue that has to do with an immune system being overreactive or underactive. Boom. We're going to solve that with the immune product. Okay. So then we move into, well, is it a toxic issue? You know how many health issues are really coming from a place of toxicity? Okay. Purify is going to deal with that. Or is it an issue of inflammation? And the root of all disease is based in inflammation, right? So now we're dealing with that with Revive. So those 5 products, really, if you have a diagnosis and you're wanting a health transformation, that's what I would look at. And then let's last but not least, because I'll tell you what, you know how you want to feel really good, look in the mirror and love what you see. Like, does that not change your day? Right. And that's what we have here with collagen. So collagen is a product that we know you can buy it everywhere, right? Why is this different? Y'all, we have got this down so good, right? It is what we've got about the absorption is so strong. You only take it for 10 days on. Like seriously, 10 days on, 20 days off. That's how strong this is. And you don't even have to take my word for it. Let's see some before and afters. Like, isn't this incredible? Some of these are just 5 days on the product. So here's what I'm going to tell you. Go ahead, take your before picture now. Take it right now before you place your order because you're going to forget when it comes in, you're going to drink it without taking your picture. Take your picture now, put it next to it. And when you see those side by side, you're going to be blown away. And if it does that to your skin in 10 days, imagine what it's doing to the inside, to your joints, to your gut health, to your nails, to your eyelashes, to your hair. These are all things that you're going to experience and see differences. So huge, huge fan of this line and this product. So I'm actually going to stop my share and I'll bring this back up here in a second. I'm going to introduce my friend Trisha Hunt, and she's going to take you through what does this look like. I love her perspective. Trisha and I have been friends for many years. And I'll be really honest. She loved the line, but she was hesitant about the business. Anybody be like, oh yeah, I want to help people with those products and change the world that way, but I don't really care, or that's not really what I'm wanting to do is build an online business. And when she realized how she really could transform people's lives in more ways than just their health, right? Like it's been really, really fun to watch her completely change how she shows up, serves her team, and has made a really fun business here. And so she's going to introduce the rest of this to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Shanna. I appreciate that so much. And it has been so fun working with you and building this business. And first of all, you guys.
Oh my gosh, I just accidentally muted you.
You heard so much from Shanna, and obviously she's not technologically always, the top notch, but that's okay. What you didn't hear from Shanna was the fact that she is an incredible businesswoman. For the past few years, I have worked so closely with her, and I've been able to watch the way that she has the ability to talk to people, understand their dreams, understand their vision, how much time they might have to put into it. And she helps you learn the skills that you need to really elevate whatever your dream is. And that's why I love this as a business now. Shanna has been a huge influence on me. She is an incredible business mind and used to be a brick and mortar business owner. And she realized that this industry was going to have more impact on the world, but also on her life. She's able to do more because she's not tied to brick and mortar. So I love Shanna. I love her story. And I want to tell you a little bit about me and my story and about the business opportunity, because that is a word that scares a lot of people, right? When you say business opportunity, when you say be a business owner or an entrepreneur, people kind of clam up and go, oh no, that's not me. I just want to help people. Well, one of the ways we can help people is by helping give them confidence about their health and about their financial future. So a little bit about me, just briefly, I am a certified health coach. And so when Shanna approached me about products, I was like, well, I'll take a look at them and see, but I want to know that it's something that's truly going to work, because I'm never going to recommend it to my clients if I don't really have faith in it or trust in it. And so I just I took my own products. I saw the stories that other people were having. As a health coach, I was already relatively healthy. I didn't have any diagnoses or things of that nature. But when I saw the stories of moms getting their kids off of antidepressants, or I heard stories of people not having to take their heart medication anymore, or people whose diabetes was going lower and they were able to take less insulin, I woke up, because then I realized the business that I had, where I was taking people through a 6-month transformation process, wouldn't this actually give them a little bit more confidence about how they're in control of their health? And so that's where I saw the business opportunity. Not everyone is going to hire a coach and change their lifestyle, but there are so many people out there that I know you've already thought of. When Shanna was talking about these symptoms, who did you think of? You thought of your mom, you thought of your cousin, there's that lady at church, there's your walking group or your pickleball group. You already started thinking of people who might benefit from this. That's where the business opportunity comes in. So Shanna, if you want to go ahead and put the screen up there, I really want to just kind of give you guys an overview of what this would look like if you were to become and kind of approach this from the business standpoint. So first of all, this is a whole new platform. This is like nothing that's ever existed in the direct sales or referral marketing business before, because what we've learned after the past few years is the world has changed, right? All that seclusion drove more and more people to shop online. It drove more and more people to look for alternatives. And it drove more and more people to be dissatisfied with what their businesses were doing and how they were being treated. So there's so many people who are looking for some type of opportunity. And that's what we have here. We have a platform that offers you an amazing opportunity. On day one, I should say, we launched in 14 different countries around the world. Guys, that is unheard of, right? Think about one day getting thousands of people, tens of thousands of people involved with better health and financial peace. That's amazing. It's only 6 products. Who can't help somebody with 6 products? And as you have already heard with Shanna, the website that we have, the information that we provide, it gives a clear-cut path on what's going to be able to help people with their health. Okay, this global compensation plan, we actually right now, because we're in the pre-launch phase, we get the opportunity to be considered founders of this company. Think way back like 1985, if somebody would have told you that you should buy stock in Starbucks, knowing what you know now, would you say no? Right? That's where we're at. We're at the beginning of something that is going to take off. It's going to be huge. And you have the opportunity to get in from the ground level. And you guys, it's disruptive science. Like Shanna said, you cannot find products like this anywhere else. There's not a science team that's pulling these types of things together the way that we are. So that is going to give you confidence. And we have proven leadership. Our company, the CEO, the scientific research team, all of the people involved, they have experience over the past few years doing this exact thing. And so that gives me a lot of confidence to encourage you to think outside the box, to think bigger. Okay. Sorry, Shanna. I don't have that. Yeah, there you go. So this is just a list of the countries that we opened up in. And why am I showing this to you when most of us are probably sitting around in the United States, maybe in Canada, because you know someone who knows someone who knows someone who lives in one of these countries or who has family in one of these countries. So this gives you the opportunity to have a global business right from the start, just by sharing products that you already love. And we know we're going to be growing. We've got plans to get to 100 more countries in the next couple of years. So here's a little bit of information about how we get paid. Because, right, that's what having a business or working a side job is all about, ways of getting paid. I don't want to sit on all of these for too long. What I really want to tell you is this is what you are already doing. And I know that sounds crazy, but on a daily, maybe a weekly basis, but for most of us, it's a daily basis. Someone approaches you and says, oh my gosh, I love your shoes. What's the first thing you do? Do you say thank you? Or do you usually say where you got your shoes? I know I do. Somebody compliments me on something, I always tell them the salon that I used. I tell them the store that I was shopping at or where I got it online. It's what we do on a regular basis. I can't imagine ever choosing something that I didn't trust one of my friends had used first. Like, do you just go to the phone book and look up mechanic, or do you ask your friends? So that's all this is you're using these products. People are going to notice a change and they're going to ask you. And right when you feel better, you want to tell people about it. So all you're doing is sharing a link and you're getting a 25% commission from every product. Now, here's the thing to keep in mind. When they try it for a month and they feel better, because they will, because they'll have that transformation, they're not going to want to stop. So they're going to keep ordering month after month after month, and you're going to keep getting paid month after month after month. That's how you build that residual business. That Warren Buffett says, if you're not making money while you sleep, then you'll be working till the day you die. So I don't know about you, but I'm all good with making money while I sleep. Okay, so I want to get started here. Now I know that this number can look a little bit intimidating. So trust me when I say anyone can get started at any level. We want to meet you where you are. We're going to help you reach your dreams and your goals where you want to get started. But why I talk about starting here, this is for the person who is already thinking of maybe 5, maybe even 10 people that you know you would love to share this with. It's the person who is thinking, gosh, I've always wondered what it would be like to not be tied to my 9 to 5. It's for the person who is looking for something on the side to help fuel some of their other dreams. Maybe it's travel, maybe it's making more donations. So this is what I want you to think about. It's a $2,000 investment in your franchise in a box. This is everything that you would need to get started and to move quickly. So if that is you, if that's where your mind is going to this business opportunity, then this is where you're going to want to get started. I'll be honest, I was a customer first. And when I got started, this is where I decided to get started. You get multiples of the product, so you can hand them out as samples. You can do what we call place and replace, where somebody places their order, but because they're not getting it for a few days, you drop it one off at their house and they have a chance to start it right away. And then when their order comes in, they just give it back to you. You guys, this is a brilliant, brilliant way to save. And if you're into saving money, this is going to be the biggest bang for your buck too. But like I said, there's other places to get started. This is just that fast track to how we can help you make some money quickly. And so there's some other packages that we have. There's the Business Builder Pack. Again, you're going to get multiples of the product. It's easy to get it into people's hands. I always like to think the more product that you get out there into people's hands and they have transformation, the more successful that your business is going to be. And if you're thinking about the impact, right? The more you can help people try them, the products, and they feel it, that's where you start to have impact on changing their lives. And then you've got the Premium Pack too. Both of these have great savings, so you can enjoy that part of getting that too. And then we've got our Intro Pack. This is what Shanna said. We like calling it the Transformation Pack because this is really where your transformation starts. And what this does is when you join the company and you pay your membership fee, it's a $30 annual membership fee. It's going to give you a couple different things. One, you're going to get the wholesale pricing, so you're not going to have to pay retail. But when you get this Intro Pack, this is going to be an amazing way to be able to then feel your own transformation and get started on being able to build a business, have confidence in sharing. I really can't express enough how much I love having this pack. And then tailor making it if you need to add something else because of a specific issue you have. But this is going to be a brilliant place for everyone to start. And then, so that's really where we wanted to take you. This is what we wanted to show you today, is that you've got products that are going to be amazing. And I know Shanna's going to wrap things up. I just want to encourage you, if you're wondering, can I do this? The answer is yes. You do not have to be a health coach to do it. As a matter of fact, I see the impact that this business is having both on my family financially and on the people I'm able to help, that I closed the doors to my health coaching business a couple of years ago, because I like being able to help more people have quicker transformation. So Shanna, I'm going to hand it back to you to wrap things up for us.
Awesome. Thank you for taking us through that. I love, love, love it. There's just a couple things that I'm going to share my perspective and then we'll hop off. Oh, yeah, I live on a farm. You hear the roosters. Okay, couple of things I want to share because I've had the privilege. So like Trisha said, I had a traditional business for many years, for about 10 years. And I want to put this into perspective. So for my flooring and remodel company, I borrowed a couple $100,000 to own that business. Okay. And I worked 60, 80-hour weeks in the beginning. And over those 10 years, I want just to put this into perspective. I paid myself $80,000 to $100,000 a year. Okay. Not bad. Right now, when I look at that foundation pack, I want you to see it through my eyes. So in my first company, I borrowed $200,000 to pay myself at best 6 figures a year and be very stressed and work sun up to sundown and be married to that brick and mortar business. Right. Versus here, where I took that exact same investment and I was able to, in 9 months, build a 6-figure income and maintain and grow it through a pivot of our economy when we went to all online with COVID. Right. And in subsequent years. So here, I want you to just look at it like that. Like, what if you could spend $200,000? And here's what I want to really point that out about. If you can do that intro pack and show up for your business like you spent $2,000, then you can do that. I personally can't. I'm the kind of person that'll join a gym and never go. Like, I actually have to pay a trainer who's going to charge me if I don't show up. Like, anybody else like that, where like the accountability that needs to be in place for you is different? Well, that's just normal. You're human, right? So here's what I'm going to tell you. I want you to think about it. If you knew that you could put in part-time hours for the next year and build a 6-figure income, how would you use this conversation? Because that's what I have. I had a 30-minute conversation like this, and I made a $2,000 investment, and it has paid me over $400,000 in the last 4 years. So for some of you, this may just be a health conversation, but I want to make sure I never really share it like this, but I'm going to guess there's somebody on here that needed to be reminded what really the potential you have in the conversation that we just had. Right. And so do what you need to do in order to meet your goals, because it's a vehicle, right? Like I was telling the story, like I drive a TRD Pro. It's a Toyota off-road vehicle, but I live in the flattest part of Texas and I'm an introverted homebody. Okay. So what do I do with that TRD Pro? I drive it to the grocery store and the chicken feed place, right? Somebody else with that same vehicle in Arizona, they are taking it off-road for a week at a time. They're camping, that they're using every extra feature. They're crawling over rocks. They're doing everything. Same vehicle takes us to completely different places. That's what we have here. For those of you who are wanting an extra $200 to $500 a month, you have the vehicle. And those of you like me who want to be rescued from the life that you created for yourself, it can also do that, and everything in between. So I hope this conversation has blessed you. Thank you for spending this time with us. I do want to stop the recording and I'm going to open up for questions. I love some of you may be on here and maybe heard some information for the first time.